Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at family secrets people kept. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Until now, hey! My grandfather murdered his older brother after he found out the brother had been molesting my mum. It was reported as a hunting accident. Good. Good riddance. He deserved to go. My mum gave birth on the floor of her apartment. I used to think it was because it happened so fast. That's what she always said. I recently learned it was because she was in denial she was pregnant and never got any prenatal care. Denied it up until the baby was literally coming out of her. Wow, that's so sad. What? My father can't sit down for long periods of time and has chronic pain. People think it's just part of getting old or because he has a condition, but I know that he was caned for an armed robbery committed in Singapore in his youth. He was sentenced to the legal maximum of 24 strokes, which just about completely destroys the buttocks. He told me about how for months after he could barely sit, walk, or use the bathroom without excruciating pain. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know how it works over there, but like, do you just get caned and then you're just let off? Or do you still have to go to prison? Whoa, jeez. I found out right before she died that my grandmother was R-rated by her brother when she was 16. She was pregnant and my grandfather married her and raised the child as his own. Wow, that is so sad. It's crazy how often this happened back in the days. My uncle didn't die in a car accident. He killed his mistress and then killed himself by crashing his car with a body in the trunk. Why would he do that? I mean, at least he took himself out, but damn. My grandparents were first cousins, born rural in the 20s. Even more, my grandmother was an identical twin and the twins married brothers to their cousins. I often wonder if my mom and her cousins aren't genetically more like siblings. I tell lots of people this though, it's got nothing to do with me, so I don't have a sense of shame about it. It's an interesting shock of a conversation starter. What? I guess this was common back in the days, you marry your cousin, that sort of thing, right? I would actually be so confused. I'll be like, draw out your family tree, please. Like, what is going on here? I had to put my dog to sleep in 2023 because she was lethargic and dehydrated, with vomiting and diarrhea, and lost the use of her back legs. I assumed, paired with her CCD, that it was time for her to go. 3 months later, I received a recall notice informing me that a batch of her prescription dog food was formulated incorrectly, causing the exact symptoms, minus the CCD she experienced the night before I had her euthanized. I threw the notice away and never told anyone about it. Oh, that's so sad. What? I mean, obviously it's not this person's fault. They did what was best for the dog. But what the hell? Companies, man, companies. They don't care. You know what I mean? So all they're just gonna do is just, oh yeah, sorry about that. Our food did this to your dog, but, well, here's the new dog food. Isn't that crazy? Sad. No one knows where my uncle came from. So my grandfather was a very high-ranking policeman, but also a raging asshole. My nana unfortunately had a stillborn baby, and my very Catholic grandfather was a dick about her grief. He refused to acknowledge the baby as having any right to be buried in the family cemetery as it was not baptized. Nana suffered enormously in her grief, and granddad was sick of it. So one day he comes home with a newborn, told Nana they had adopted him and she could stop crying now. And that was my uncle. He came with zero paperwork, no birth certificate, no adoption papers, nothing. Which person did he steal this baby from? Because how do you just randomly come home with a baby and was like, here, it's yours. Now stop crying. That grandfather is definitely a big asshole. My great-grandmother's father was a family annihilator and murdered her mum and all 4 of her siblings when she was very young. While he was killing everyone else, she hid under the porch. Apparently, he called her name looking for her for hours before finally giving up and committing suicide. She was the only survivor. I didn't find this out until after she had passed away when I was in my teens. That is so sad. Also scary too, the fact that she knew, right? The fact she knew that she was probably gonna die too, and she knew her whole family was dead and this person was looking for her and she just had to keep hiding. That's so scary. Traumatizing for sure. Why did he do that? Why did he just randomly just kill his whole family like that? I don't get it. And he wanted to look for this kid to kill as well. Yeah, well, I hope he's in hell. I have an uncle literally nobody talks about. I have no idea if he's even still alive. He had sex with a woman. She told him she had AIDS. He murdered her. Now that's what he claims. The woman didn't have AIDS and he didn't contract it. I didn't even know about him until I was doing a family tree thing online. I asked my grandparents about it and they told me to never speak of him again. Brought it up with my dad a few years later. He said he's not your real uncle. Don't ask about it again. In the most chilling way I've ever heard. Everyone's ashamed. Everyone is ashamed of him. The darkest family secret used to be that grandma killed 2 husbands. But since she's died and out of reach of the law, I'm telling everyone. My grandma was a badass and was willing to do whatever it took to protect her children. Those guys chose the wrong woman when hunting for children to harm. Yes! I love it. Girl power. I don't feel bad for people who harm children. The person my uncle thinks is his older sister is actually his mother. But my family has kept it a secret this whole time. Most of us know except for him. She got pregnant in high school and they've pretended his grandmother was his mother because it's taboo. Wow. So they must have had a relationship more like siblings, right? And imagine knowing your kid is your kid, but you have to act like a sibling to them. And you guys are like always fighting. I guess they wouldn't be fighting because of the big age gap. So she would be like a mother in the sense that big sisters take care of their younger siblings kind of thing. But damn, imagine finding that out afterwards. I'm assuming he doesn't know yet. But wow, imagine finding out your sibling was actually your mom. How would you feel? That's weird. It's me. My dad never told his family I existed. I was shameful. Maybe he was more ashamed. After he died, they found out about me and kindly asked me not to come to the funeral. I get why he never told them. Wow. That's sad. Like blaming a kid for no reason, right? Because this kid did nothing wrong. It was the outcome of 2 people who decided. Yeah, his family is definitely heartless. That's why. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.